Welcome back to the Impossibly Unremarkable podcast, hosted by myself, Jonathon Butts, and my longtime friend, co-host, and freak, Elliott Markson.
That is right. We're back for another episode of this podcast. And today, we're just two men who are not aging well. Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
Why are you just sitting there?
What? What do you mean?
I planned to call you a freak, and then you were just like staring at me.
Yeah, I was staring. I was just like, do you ever just like stare at somebody and just see how long you can hold that face? Just to see if you'll break or not?
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm testing myself. My
did good.
abilities.
You did really well.
I like to test my acting chops every once in a while.
Is it hot in here? Or just me.
No, it's actually pretty warm in here, yeah.
It is so fucking hot.
I feel like I genuinely could become an actor. It's not too late. You know, Jake Johnson. I just watched that Self-Reliance movie.
Did you like it?
It was fine.
Oh.
I give it 3 stars. It was good.
Oh.
I don't know. It was fine. It was like a fun movie, but I don't think I'd need to watch it again. Anyways, he didn't get his big break until New Girl in 2011, and he was like 32. So there's still hope for me. I'm moving to Hollywood.
I want to write for something. I want to contribute to a film.
Do it.
We watched the Oscars, or I'd watched like the tail end of it when they were giving out the cool awards, not the...
How were the Oscars? I actually didn't watch them, and I have not looked up anything. I just know Oppenheimer won a bunch.
I forgot how fucking annoying ad breaks are, commercials.
Yeah.
Because something would happen, they would announce like 1 to 2 awards, and then they'll be like, we'll be right back. And then you have a couple minutes of commercials, and it's just that cycle over and over and over again.
That's television.
Yeah.
I
don't like that.
I think you're just not accustomed to regular television that we used to have when we were kids, that we grew up with. Now it's all streaming, so we're just not used to it anymore.
I've finally broken out of the mold, but they're like, stay tuned after the Oscars, an all-new episode of Abbott Elementary. And I'm like, is this how people are watching Abbott?
Yeah, who watches it? Like, I watch it Hulu. You watch it when it goes on streaming.
I know. It's the way to do it. But
it's crazy.
It's still very primitive, but I mean, yeah, it was all right. It makes me angry.
Why?
Just a collection of really wealthy people all like patting themselves on the back. Yeah. There's like a couple really cool stories that come out of it each year. Like I don't remember her name, but the actress who was in The Holdovers won an Oscar, which is super cool. I really loved Oppenheimer, so it was cool that they kind of mostly swept, and I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan, so that was also cool.
Wait, who won director?
Chris Nolan.
Oh, he did?
I think so.
Did he?
I actually don't even know now.
You don't even know?
Did she say she's...
Yeah, check it. I
mean, they won Best Picture. No, yeah. Nolan won, because it was his first ever Oscar win.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't think he's won one, right?
Fucking insane.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, very good.
I mean, that's been a long time coming for him, so...
And then I'm going to butcher his last name, so I'm not going to say it, but Ludwig, who did who composed the score for Oppenheimer, he won too. It was Nolan. Yes, he was right.
Nolan, nice.
Yeah. So it's cool. Sweet. I mean, there's a couple cool things, but man, it just makes me angry and like jealous. And like, I want to be on stage. You know, I want people to revere me and worship me and like, you know.
One day. I feel like that's all award shows are though. Any like award anything where they're giving people something of note, it's anyone who has already made something of themselves and probably does have an accumulation of wealth of some kind. You know, you're not going to get like a bunch of poor people in a room getting awards.
That's true.
Doesn't happen.
Maybe we should change that.
The poor awards.
Maybe that's all.
This year's poorest person.
I just want something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
We can make awards.
It's not the same.
We should have like a yearly awards for our friends. Most emotionally unavailable. Jonathon.
I'm very emotionally available.
I'm kidding. That would definitely not go to you.
I'm more
probably
emotionally available. He doesn't listen to this, so he'll never hear that.
That's why I said it.
That one's between us and our faithful viewers.
Exactly. Don't tell him. Don't let him know. So that's all you did? You watched the Oscars? Have you been up to anything else?
I saw Dune Part 2 again, this time in IMAX.
For a second, I was going to be like, we already talked about this. You saw it a second time.
Yeah.
Was it better the second time?
Yeah, because it was an IMAX.
Oh, yeah.
Larger theater, more sound. So
For sure.
like the sandworm, like the first initial sandworm ride with Timothy.
Electrifying.
Feels like you're on that bitch, you know?
You're on it with him.
Feels like you got sand flying in your face.
Really?
Yeah.
They should add that element, like they throw sand at you.
I know there's like 4D. I think they call them 4DX, but like the 4D
They add
theaters.
Smells.
And like your seat can move and shit like that. That's too gimmicky.
Yeah,
I want like, give me 5D, you know?
What's 5D?
I want it to penetrate my very core.
There isn't...
The very fiber of my being.
The problem with 4D, though, there's not 4 dimensions.
Yeah, there are.
No, there's not.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Scientifically, there is not a 4th dimension.
This guy is...
we live in 3 dimensions.
Sorry, folks. This guy's
That's
a
just
moron.
facts.
This guy's a moron. Sorry about that, guys.
What is the 4th dimension?
Put a disclaimer on this one.
You are just off. You're
love.
Off. Love is the 4th dimension, bro. Like, honestly, man. Love, dude.
I don't like that people don't like that part of Interstellar when I think it's very profound.
Love?
Yeah. I think love's good, you know? A lot of people...
People don't like the love?
A lot of people aren't pro-love like I am. I love love, you know?
This guy
hates love.
I love love.
This guy's pro-hate. He loves hate.
No. Wrong. False.
Really?
I will not agree to that. It's not true. Don't be spouting off false accusations at me.
I dare you to fact check me. Prove that you loved love. Go ahead.
I'm married.
This means nothing.
I love it.
So many people are married.
Yeah. But not everybody loves it. Like I do. Are you married? You're not.
About to be.
Yeah, but you're not.
Saying it.
So basically, I know more about love than you do. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, but which of us is technically closer to being divorced? It's not us because we're not married. We can't be divorced.
I guess that's technically true. That's a good point.
Check.
Checkmate. You got me, dude.
No, I feel like I've seen you a lot recently, so.
Yeah, I know. We had like that movie night. It was my turn to pick. We did our friend movie night where we all got together and we watched a movie and it was my turn. I got to pick my movie and nobody could say anything. It was my turn. Mine.
You did a really good job.
Did you guys actually like it?
No, we started a group chat after that and just started talking shit.
I wasn't sure if you were all like, okay, whatever he picks, rate it higher on Letterboxd.
He really needs this one.
He needs this, okay? He's really thought about this a lot.
That's how I felt about mine.
No, I thought the Descent. That's what the Descent.
Yeah, it was The Descent. It was like a 2005, 2006 horror movie about 6 girlfriends. They go on a girls' trip. And it was also International Women's Day, so it was fitting theme. But basically, these 6 girls go on a girls' trip, and they're all adrenaline junkies, so they're going cave diving or spelunking in this movie. And then, you know, they get in this deep, dark cave, and there's some deception and some drama and some trauma and some kills because it's a horror movie. So people die.
Yeah, nothing says International Women's Day like watching some women die.
It was like a final girl movie, like where one woman survives till the end. It's like a trope. Come on, you start that movie, you know how it's gonna end.
You spoiled it.
Is that a spoiler? It's from 2006, so I'm not gonna.
I guarantee
feel guilty about that.
95% of our viewing base has not seen The Descent.
It's still worth watching.
Well, not when you spoil it.
It's a trope in horror movies. That's like a thing.
People die?
Yes. If you see a group of people, you know all or most of them are going to die.
It's not necessarily true.
Name a horror movie where that doesn't happen.
Several come to mind.
Name one.
I don't feel comfortable sharing them right now.
Okay, yeah, exactly. That's just what happens. You start a horror movie with a group of people, you know they're going to die. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
It was a good time.
Because it was one on my watch list that I really wanted to watch at some point.
How did that end up on your watch list?
I follow a few different like horror YouTubers, people like that who will review movies or talk about movies that are worth watching.
Can I offer a bit of advice?
Yeah.
Enunciate horror.
Horror.
sounds like you're
It's
saying.
just how I say it, man. I don't know.
Sounds like you keep saying like I follow a bunch of horror movie.
I guess horror YouTubers, that does sound pretty bad. Horror.
There
The
you go.
genre.
There you go.
Yeah. So they give good recs and help me discover things that I wouldn't normally discover on my own, because it's hard to keep your ear to the ground in every facet of life. You know, there's things I don't know, and I know that. I know what I don't know.
Damn.
Until I know it. Until I don't
Damn
know.
right.
Yeah.
Damn this man.
So glad you guys liked it. Even if you were just appeasing me or lying to me, it still feels good. So keep doing that, even if you were lying. Just keep doing it.
Okay.
It's your turn next, right, to pick?
Yeah.
Do you know what you're picking?
Haven't locked it in yet. I figure I'll probably have a couple of months before we have to make that
Yeah,
decision.
we probably won't even meet till like August.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be monthly, but never ends up that way. Do you know what genre movie you're going to pick?
I would like to pick something kind of thrilling or something with some sort of twist, you know? Which may
I love
not
a
be
twist.
the smartest idea because we got a group of chatty Cathys, huh?
That's true. We do like to chit chat.
Chatty Cathys and chatty Chris's.
I'm a talker. I like to talk during
Yeah,
movies.
man. And we're all
If
just
it's
waiting for you
appropriate.
to shut the fuck up.
No, I think it was an appropriate amount of talking, especially in a movie like
Inappropriate
that.
amount of talking.
It was an appropriate amount of talking.
Like I said in the other group chat we started afterwards,
Yeah.
God. I wouldn't wish what we said on my worst enemy.
Then why'd you say it about one of your best friends?
Felt really good in the moment. Trying to think, what else did I do?
You live a great life. The other thing that's no, what?
No, man. Fuck you.
I was just gonna bring up that we will be hosting a funeral for Kirk Cousins because his time with the Minnesota Vikings is over. The visual will be at
The vigil?
will be it will be next week, 9 p.m. my place.
I can't believe I'm not paying you to be the officiant at my wedding.
What do you mean?
You're just an everyday wordsmith over there.
I don't know. I try my best, but yeah, I'm pissed about Kirk leaving. I really wanted him back as a Viking. He just signed 4 years with the Atlanta Falcons, $180 million. Good for him, getting even more money than he already has.
It's crazy how awful people are and how people just refuse to put sports into perspective. Like, so prior to Kirk going down this past year, everyone's talking shit. Then he goes down. It's like, fuck, we need Kirk back.
Yeah.
You know, we can't live with Dobbs or Mullins or Hall or whatever. And then the season ends, and then it's time to talk about, you know, signing Kirk or moving on. And it's like, Kirk never fucking gets it done. He's only ever won one playoff game. We brought him here to win a Super Bowl, and he didn't do that. Newsflash, only one fucking team wins a Super Bowl each year. It's, you know, not always entirely a single person's fault. And then, of course, you know, we're not going to match a 4-year, $180 million deal.
No, not with who we have to pay.
And now I'm seeing like, oh, the Hawks, or sorry, not the Hawks, the Falcons. They're both birds, both in Atlanta. The Falcons are going to be in Minnesota this year. We're gonna boo the shit out of Kirk. It's like,
Why?
Why? You know, you wanted him, you don't want him, you hate him, you love him. Pick a fucking side and stick with it.
I think people are just salty because, at least me right now, like I'd be okay with him leaving. It's just right now it feels like the Vikings don't have a plan for him leaving.
Yeah.
Like I think they were banking on him taking a discount, and he did not do that. And now it doesn't feel like we have any direction. We're hoping we'll sign someone and maybe draft someone and hope for the best. Cross our fingers.
Yeah. I mean, the outlook is definitely bleak, but it's like Kirk seems, you know, from the public eye to just be like a good dude. I don't understand why everyone's just got to be a fucking asshole all the time.
At least your quarterback's just like a nice, respectful man with a family who is pretty good at football. Like that's all you can ask for.
That's all you
You
can
know, we
hope
can't
for.
all have Patrick Mahomes. Some of us, we gotta love Kirk Cousins, and
That's
I do.
true.
I still love him.
Was
I feel like I got broken up with. To be honest,
It does kind of feel like that.
feels like a breakup. It's going to be a while till I collect myself again. I'm not even gonna have fun on my vacation.
I'll go in your stead. I don't want to, but I will.
I'm staying home.
I'll actually just let me take Wesley. We'll do our own thing.
What? You're gonna take my kid
To Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
I was just gonna just take.
You thought you were just gonna take him.
No. Him and I, we don't get to spend as much time as we'd like. I feel like an estranged uncle.
You can hang out with him whenever you want. Just shoot me a text. Hey, man, can we come see Wesley? Because I would love that because, he loves to see people. He's very social.
Last time I asked to spend time with Wesley, you said, and I quote, Wesley is playing around in other social circles right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of social circles. He's got a lot of friends.
Things out, and it's like, okay, am I his friend? Am I not his friend? Where do I stand? And I feel like my emotions are being played with, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of different priorities, a lot of different people that he runs around with, And, it's time management, really. I mean, he can't make time for everybody. And if you haven't showed him that you're worth his time, then I don't blame him.
So I'm going to get him a really cool gift.
You got to buy his happiness.
Does he
buy his favor?
Does he like video games yet?
Not yet.
What if I buy him a gaming PC?
Yeah, you should do that. Buy him a gaming PC. I'll make sure that he uses it.
But I put it in a trust. He can't access it until he's 18.
So when he turns 18, he'll receive a PC that is
a 17-year-old gaming PC. Yeah,
that completely obsolete and useless by that point.
It's a pretty good
Thanks,
deal.
Uncle Jonathan. Now I have a piece of garbage I have to do something with.
It's a good idea.
Scraps.
I'm full of good ideas like that.
Yeah, that's good. Well, we've been preparing for Hawaii. We leave tomorrow. By the time you hear this, I will be on a beach in the sun, getting tan, swimming with the turtles, swimming with the octopi, swimming with the stingrays, swimming with the starfish, and most importantly, swimming with the dolphins.
By the time you guys hear this, I may very well be sitting in this exact same chair. My life unmoving, my life unfulfilling.
I think we're doing a whale watching tour.
Fuck you.
And Wesley's coming, too. Wesley's coming to see the whales.
God damn it.
So I'll have seen whales in Alaska and now in Hawaii. I wonder if they're the same whales. Do you know their migration patterns?
Did you know it's taken Emily 26 years and she still hasn't left the continental U.S.? It'll have taken Wesley less than a year of existence to achieve the same.
There was one thing Megan shared with me. It was like something from Twitter or Instagram or something, and it was like, I want my kid to be bullied for having a hot mom and daddy's money. And I agree with that. I think that's great. I think he should.
You want him to be bullied?
I mean, if he's going to be bullied for something, I would hope it's that.
Now, I'm an expert in getting bullied in elementary school and middle school. I never saw a wealthy kid get bullied.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, they do. It's just they're also super popular. They go, oh, daddy's money. You got daddy's boat? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Look at him. He's so rich. Like, that's what I want them to say.
Dude.
Your mom's got a fat ass. Like, I want them to say that.
Oh.
All his friends will be like, Wesley, oh, you guys have such a big house. Your mom's tits. Sorry, that's inappropriate.
Yeah, that was incredibly inappropriate.
Well, you know how high school boys are.
Her parents listen to this podcast.
That's true. They get it. They get what I'm saying.
Again, we went to the same high school. I don't recall any of that. I think Wesley will be...
Wait, what do you mean? We totally bullied our friends for having attractive moms.
Bullied them?
100% did that. Because I know...
We worshipped
I don't think
them.
it was bullying. It wasn't bullying at first, but I know eventually they got sick of it.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
There was one person in particular who were always like, oh, your mom, so I'd get with your mom.
I have no clue who you're talking about.
You don't remember that fun classic joke from 2014, 2015? Oh, your mom's so fine.
I think I actually...
Boy, is she single?
I think I know what you're talking about.
She's divorced, right?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. See?
We'll talk about this. That was profane. That was a time when we were lesser men.
That's true.
Nary men at all. Boys.
You're right. It's probably
Shame
not.
on you.
You're right. I'm sorry. I
I'm
shouldn't have.
I'm going to start talking like the really shitty Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet movie. You know that adaptation?
Yeah. What? That's really that movie was. I remember seeing it for the first time and it being a little hard to understand because they're talking in Shakespeare talk.
Yeah, they're.
You're going to talk in Shakespeare talk?
Yeah.
How?
I just saw a clip
Give me
pop
a
up
taste.
on. No, I'm not going to.
You just said you're going to do it.
I need time to prepare. I need to read. It's just like such a lazy movie. Such a lazy
Why?
movie.
People love that movie.
It's awful.
It's like prime Leo. People love like a young Leo in that movie. Like they love that shit. I'm sorry, prime Leo's Titanic.
No, it's lazy in that they're like, rather than like adapting the film, it's just like, okay, we're taking word for word the script and injecting it into the 90s.
I thought it was kind of cool.
It's bad. You should rewatch it. It's really bad.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad.
What?
Using like hundreds of year old like dialogue.
Yeah, and it's like shot really cool, and it's like kind of weird, and
It's really goofy.
they got guns.
It's like they gave like the reins to the film to someone who is just tripping.
Yeah.
Not good.
I feel like some of the best art has been made while people were tripping.
No, the best art comes from sobriety. Ask our many poets.
I don't think any of those guys are sober. Edgar Allan Poe, notorious alcoholic,
No.
also a genius,
Very sober.
and very sad.
Very sad.
He died in an alley alone
Where are you going to die?
after a bender.
Where are you going to die? In a public,
Hopefully in a
public
warm
street surrounded by people?
I guess my ideal situation would be in a warm bed surrounded by my loved ones. Maybe on like hella morphine, depending what my situation is.
So you want to overdose on morphine?
Well, I mean, if I have like cancer, if I got the big C, I'm definitely want to be drugged up for sure.
I would fight it naturally. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Don't do that.
Take the drugs.
That's all we got time for. You want to play us?
I love that joke. I love that joke. I love when you say that every time.
This is-
We're out of time.
Going for it earlier and earlier.
Yep.
Oh, but like no joker.
Yeah, no, we can do Rec of the Week.
I have a recommendation.
What's your Rec of the Week?
It just came out. It's on Prime. Emily and I, last Thursday, we watched a film called Ricky Stenicki,
Yeah.
and I was quite fond of it. It is a film. It is a comedy film.
Mm-hmm.
It is starring Zac Efron
Ooh.
and Andrew Santino from. He's the ginger from Bad Friends. He's also in Dave.
Yeah.
Really like that guy. And then John Cena, William H. Macy.
John Cena from The Marine.
Marine singular?
Haven't you seen that movie?
Oh, I thought you were like,
The Marine.
no, I haven't seen
It
this.
was a movie where he played a Marine.
Oh.
It was very actiony. Very bad. I think one of his first films after the WWE. Anyways, continue.
But yeah, basically it's about a trio of friends that had invented, when they were children, they had invented a person to be their fall guy anytime anything went wrong. And they've, carried this charade, into adulthood.
Yeah.
And it's something happens. They need to have someone step into the role of Ricky Stenicki, their fall guy, and they have John Cena, a paid actor.
Mm-hmm.
And hijinks ensue.
It does. Of course, it always does.
As always. But it was really good. It kind of sucks. Like I feel bad that it was like released directly to streaming because I feel like you didn't really give something the chance to thrive. But
It kind of feels like one of those movies that needs to go directly to streaming.
what happened to comedies in theater, man?
Comedies don't make money.
They should though.
That's just how it works. Money talks.
But it's good. I think I gave it like a 3.5. It's it's
Solid.
It's a good watch. It's entertaining. It's I think it's less than 2 hours or something like that. But
It should be. Well, a comedy with that premise, if that's more than 2 hours, what are we in for?
it's worth your time. Big
Yeah,
fan.
no, I want to see it.
I honestly love John Cena. I think has a pretty damn good acting career, all things considered.
Yeah, I think he's great. I mean, Peacemaker.
Love
Did you ever
Peacemaker.
see Blockers?
Uh-uh.
That movie where he plays a parent. There's like a bunch of parents, and the main characters are like their kids, or maybe they're not, but their kids are like going to prom, and then they try to they find out their kids are gonna have sex on prom night. So then like him and all the parents like go out and try to cock block them.
What does that mean?
They could try to keep them from having sex with each other. And hijinks ensues.
There we go. Okay.
I think there's a scene where John Cena is butt chugging, if that tells you anything about what kind of movie it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's got the physique for it. He stepped on stage nude yesterday at the Oscars.
Oh, I heard about that. How does he keep it? How does he keep that physique, man? How does he do it?
Got to be some, right?
You think he's on roids?
Just like...
You're accusing John Cena of being on steroids.
No. It's just like his physique is not... It's like not natural.
He probably is on steroids.
He's on something to maintain.
The Rock's probably also on steroids.
Oh, for sure.
I think anyone who you think, man, how are they like that? They're probably on steroids.
But I also think there's probably a tremendous amount of effort that goes into...
Well, yeah, you don't just take steroids and get jacked. You have to still work for it.
It'd be nice, though.
He claims he's never been on steroids.
Then you know
they all do. So did the Liver King.
Then you know what? I'll believe him. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Sure.
Some people are, born different.
Hey, man, if he's on steroids, he's capitalized on it, to the point where it's gotten him to where he is now. So it's clearly benefiting him. I'd take steroids if it meant I'd have like a huge acting career and millions of dollars.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. That's an easy decision.
You got any?
A wreck of the week?
No, roids.
No.
Oh. What about a recommendation?
I don't even know where to get them.
Talk to your doctor.
Oh, can your doctor just give them to you?
Sure, man.
I'll hit him up.
You say, my back hurts and I want to look really good. And they're like, got you.
My abs just aren't popping anymore.
Yeah.
I would love if you could give me something for that.
My tummy hurts. Can you make me look good? That's what you need to say.
Yeah.
I'll coach you.
No, I do not advocate for steroids because they're bad for you. They kill you. You will go into an early grave, most likely.
So what about my my inhaler that has
that's
steroid
different.
Inhaler?
That's different. That is different. That's
so
different.
when I'm struggling to breathe,
why are you even bringing that up? Because that is different. That is not the same thing.
I'm confused. My doctor says it's safe, and then I should take it so that I don't have asthma attacks. And then on the other hand, my best good friend is telling me that it's going to kill me. So conflicting information.
Who do you trust more?
Do I listen to a licensed physician or some dude? Some dude.
That's different. It's not the same. It's different. Stop trying to fight me. You're always trying to fight me. You're so feisty.
The people like it. The people like conflict.
That's true. People do love conflict.
The streets are saying they don't like it when we agree with one another.
That's my problem. I don't.
Streets are saying like they don't like it.
That's
when
what
we
the
wear
streets
shoes.
are saying. That's why the streets don't like me, because I'm just not about conflict. I'm like I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with conflict.
If we're being honest with ourselves, I am more street than you are.
Yeah, sure.
You're play it by the book. You're Johnny Law, and I'm I grind. I'm out there
in the streets.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
But you can't refute me.
Sure.
I'm far more street than you.
My wreck of the week. Hold on.
Yeah, one big gulp. Do you like Diet Dr. Pepper or Dr. Pepper Zero better?
Zero.
Wow.
My wreck of the week is Bandcamp.
Like the website?
Yeah. So I used to use Bandcamp semi-frequently. It was never like that, like the interface of their actual site, it was never that good. But recently I downloaded like their mobile app, and they've made huge improvements, huge leaps and bounds from the last time I had downloaded it. And now it's like a huge tool that I use to discover new music. So what you can do on Bandcamp is you can filter down like heavy, like you can filter down by genre and then subgenre, and you can even filter by like the city that like bands are from. So if you don't know what Bandcamp is, it's like a place where smaller bands generally can post their music. I think it's for free, just so it's more accessible to people than like a Spotify or something like that. So it's more, advantageous for these smaller bands to put it on Bandcamp than Spotify. But it's also a good place to discover those small bands where you wouldn't normally discover them. So I've been using it to dive into different scenes. I mentioned like the specific city filter because I think it's cool to like filter down. Like I've been looking into a lot of like the dream pop scene in different cities Because different cities have different sounds too. So like you like listen to like a UK band out of London or something, and they're totally different from like the same genre that's in like Austin, Texas. I mean, they've obviously the same genre, but there's like different unique sounds there. So it's kind of interesting, and it's a cool way to find bands that you wouldn't normally discover. So I go on there, I go through the filters, I listen to all these different albums, blah, 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 and then I'll go on Spotify and then, see if they have it there too. Because obviously I'm always keeping my Spotify wrapped in mind at the end of the year.
Is this a paid Bandcamp ad?
No, but it could be. If they want to sponsor us, go ahead.
I feel like you did
Shout me out.
An incredible job of hyping it up.
I mean, it's really awesome. If you're really into music and you're looking to discover new music, you can filter by anything. If you like hip-hop, if you like jazz, if you like reggae, it's all on there, and all the subgenres are on there as well. So, like, I've been diving into Minneapolis as well just to, like, look into our local scene of what we have here for bands, which is kind of cool because then you're probably more likely to see them live as well because they're smaller. They're probably not going on huge tours. They probably do a lot of shows here. So I think that's kind of cool. And it's a good way to discover new music and broaden your horizons musically.
Very nice.
I would recommend it if you're looking to discover new bands or smaller artists. If you're sick of the big kahunas, if you're sick of the big fish, I don't want to listen to The Weeknd anymore. I don't want to listen to Drake.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I still do, but I want to find somebody new. I want to find somebody new. I don't want to listen to Vampire Weekend again.
Do they still make music?
I think so. Do they?
Huh.
No. It's been a while, I think. Why did I think they were working on something? I don't know. I don't follow them very closely.
Fake fan.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call myself a fan.
Fake fan.
Anyways, let's download Bandcamp, discover new music, and I would recommend discovering stuff in your local city because it's pretty sweet. Do that. Do it.
Great sentiment. Ask me the question.
The question of the day. That's out of key. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's flat.
We'll fix it in post.
Thanks. Question of the day. What's like the most illegal thing you'd be willing to do for a friend? Or like what's the biggest crime you'd be willing to like cover up for somebody? Like just a friend, like anybody like that you might see like on a weekly basis or like.
Am I committing the crime or am I covering up a crime?
Well, you are
Pick one.
committing a crime. Fine. Let's say what's the biggest crime you'd help your friend commit?
I don't think I would do any crime.
None crimes?
If you just let me finish my fucking thought. I don't think I would do anything in which someone is like being harmed.
I agree.
Like if you wanted to pirate a film, sure, let's get after it,
Okay, yeah.
Let's sail the seas. If you wanted to, I don't know, kidnap someone and, stab them with a sharp 2x4, I might say, you know what? That's not for me.
Yeah.
You have fun, and that's not for me.
What if like I needed you to like confirm an alibi for me?
It depends on like the nature of the crime.
What if I need you to like get on the stand?
I mean, I'm not going to perjure myself.
What? You wouldn't commit perjury for me?
No.
I'd do that for you.
Yeah, sir. I don't think you understand this. I'm a legal studies major. I have a code of ethics on which I operate.
What if like, okay, what if I didn't commit the crime, but I'm on trial and I need you to perjure because otherwise they are going to find me guilty and I didn't even do it?
Am I going to get caught?
Probably not.
I'm a pretty good liar. It's well
I know you are.
established.
That's why I'd pick you.
Thank you. Kind of. It's kind of like a backhanded compliment.
Like, what if they're like, yeah, we totally think that he smuggled those drugs in from Canada.
Oh, I would. As long as you're not like distributing fentanyl to like
Oh, no, of course not.
inner city kids in Ohio, I wouldn't,
I would like to be clear I have not committed any crimes. But
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if it's like I can't think of if it was like a victimless crime.
yeah,
Or something like, it's technically illegal, but I wouldn't consider it immoral.
Mhm.
Yeah, then I would go out of my way to help you out.
really?
Yeah, float some money my way.
Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to you after.
As soon as I hit,
off air.
as soon as I hit it, see it hit my account.
Oh, you need a financial.
Well, yeah. What else?
I
would
need to
be
pay
doing
you?
What else would I be doing it for?
Friendship. I'd pee in a cup for you. Like if you're like, man, we got a drug test at work, but I went on a bender last weekend. Pretty sure I did coke. I'd be like, dude, I got you. I got clean pee. Let's go.
Yeah, I would pee for you.
You would?
I'd pee on you. What did you say?
Wait, what are you asking?
I mean, I also like, unless it was something heinous that you've done, I don't think I would, at minimum, I wouldn't help the prosecution or,
Sure.
I wouldn't go against you.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't talk to the cops.
Of course not. If you're talking to police, what are you doing?
Unless you physically harmed somebody.
Yeah.
That's for sure the line. If you physically hurt someone, I can't be on your side. But if you committed like Grand Theft Auto and you're like, I need an alibi, dude. They think they got the evidence.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Prove I stole the car.
Who owned the car?
I don't know, Bezos. You stole Jeff Bezos' car.
I'm pretty sure he drives like a
He probably wouldn't.
Camry.
He probably wouldn't notice. He's probably got 6 Camrys.
He might have 6 Camrys.
He could have 6 Camrys.
God, I wish I had fuck you money.
Me too.
I wouldn't be friends with you. No, I maintain that I would buy everyone out. I would buy my friends out. I would buy my family out, and we'd collectively move away from Minnesota.
I would love that. I'd love that so
It'd be
much.
so cool.
Move me somewhere. Take me somewhere.
We would move to a compound in Nicaragua.
Start a cult.
No, it's just like
Yeah, no. It's
so I can keep an eye on you guys.
It's just like a place where we'd all gather in
Yeah.
another country where the laws of the United States can't get to us.
And I would lead like a daily communion.
Mm-hmm, of course. Would we wear robes?
Oh,
I picture you wearing a robe.
of course. You wouldn't be wearing anything. Money buys you a lot, folks.
I'd probably still come with,
Of course.
even if I knew it was a cult. I'd be in a cult for you.
I'm trying to think if there's any crimes I would commit.
Like you would commit?
That I would commit.
Like if you were going to commit one, like what would it be?
Triple homie.
It's not funny. No, that's not.
You're right.
That's not okay.
He's
Who?
right.
Emily and your cats?
No.
Those are the only 3 people you see.
Strangers.
Oh.
No, I can't hurt anything besides
Yeah, I know.
myself.
Oh, shit.
And here though,
You all right?
not physically.
Yeah.
I talk a big game. I'm like I said, I'm streets.
He's all bark, no bite.
That is quite literally the truth.
That's true. Nah, I wouldn't commit a crime. Maybe loitering. I'd loiter. I tend to do that by accident, so I'll loiter.
Yeah, we know.
I tend to loiter around.
You've been a couple times this past week. You've been loitering here.
I kept asking if it was okay to hang out, and you guys were like, "Oh, no, totally, yeah." I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?"
Because it was like
Because I don't want to impose. I can totally go home.
2 nights in the last week, you've probably stayed here till like midnight.
That's not true. Not midnight.
The last time was definitely midnight. The
Well,
other
the last time was late. Yeah.
was like maybe 11:30, or
no
later.
way. Not no shot.
100%. And I wanted to text you afterwards and be like, "This was great. Let's do it again." But I didn't want to, weird you out.
I always have those thoughts too. Like the other night we got dinner, and I really wanted to like text you guys and be like, "Hey guys, thanks for just like hanging out. Thanks for like spending time with me, even if it was just a dinner." But I don't want to like be a loser,
Yeah, I would have read that text and be like, "Not happening again. One and done." No, I think we should all try to voice how we feel about those kinds of things, because it's nice to know that it wasn't just me having a good time.
Right. I think it's good to like voice your appreciation of the people that you care about. I just, I don't know. Like I don't want to like come off like I'm like, oh, geez, this guy
Fuck.
getting emotional again.
Classic Elliott.
It's just tough because when you get older, you don't see your friends as often as you used to. So then you kind of appreciate the time that you do get with them when you have it.
This is why the Nicaraguan compound would save. This would be really helpful.
It's true. We would have so much time together.
I would always see you.
Always. Always. But it's not reality. It's not how we live.
Can you hand me your phone? I have some really serious to talk about.
Okay.
So I warned you before we started filming.
Yeah.
But I have bizarre news,
Yeah.
and it's not recent. So I don't know that you can call it news. But it was news to me and it made me really fucking mad.
Oh.
You know the Air Bud like series, you know, all the different buds.
The dogs?
Yeah.
About the dogs playing sports?
All the movies where it's a bunch of puppies being really fucking cute, whether they're
Yeah.
playing basketball. And this one, I'm talking about Snow Buddies, you know?
I gotta be honest, man. I don't like those movies. I think it's dumb.
You're about to like them even less.
Okay. No. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
They did something. What did they do to the puppies?
So, this is ripped straight from the interwebs. So while this Snow Buddies was filming, a representative from the American Humane Society,
Yeah.
you know, they monitored, you know, all the different films to make sure that if you are involving animals in the creation of your film, you're doing so humanely.
Right.
So on the first day of filming, they found that there were 15 golden retriever puppies. They were on set. And then there were 15 other puppies that were being treated by a local veterinarian because they were sick. They had Giardia and Coxida.
No.
I don't know how to say that.
Not Coxida.
So on request from the representative of this Humane Society, the remaining puppies on set received additional veterinary checks because, you know, there were some sick puppies, you know. They wanted to make sure that the other puppies were okay. Oh, your family's texted about Hawaii. Can't wait to...
Sorry, we have a group chat about Hawaii.
So
I know, so annoying. Sorry.
So it was found that 25 of the puppies were from an American breeder and 5 were from a Canadian breeder. I can only assume that the American bred dogs were far better. And it was discovered that the puppies were approximately 8 weeks old, which led this representative to believe that the puppies were only 6 weeks old when they had been brought to the movie. And so it's actually law that you cannot transport puppies under the age of 8 weeks.
Really?
Seemingly due to health concerns.
Right, that's very small.
Very small. So then they removed all 30 of the puppies. 28 old. Then they had 28 older golden retriever puppies brought back to the film, and all of 28 of those puppies were exposed to parvovirus or parvo.
What is that?
Are you familiar with parvo?
No.
It's
Enlighten me.
It's a really bad virus. It's a killer. It's a dog killer.
Oh.
It's really fucked up.
It's like dog COVID.
Yeah, and it's like it mainly affects younger dogs. I'm assuming mostly because it's, you know, harder to fight off. Much like a baby, they might not have the same established immune system.
Oh.
But like you hear about it kind of tearing through like daycares and stuff like that, and it's really bad, especially for younger dogs. So 28 of these these, you know, slightly older golden retriever puppies were brought in. They were all exposed to parvovirus. 5 of the puppies died.
What?
And 6 others fell ill
Dude.
after exposure to the virus. So the film did not get to have the tagline of "No animals were harmed" in the production of this film because animals were quite literally harmed due to, you know, at best, you know, negligence. At worst, it's straight up malfeasance. It's truly fucked up. And they also received an unacceptable marking from the American Humane Association.
Wow.
So the next time you're watching a movie about a bunch of adorable dogs taking over a high school basketball team or a sledding competition, just know that there's a fucking decent chance that those dogs were mistreated. And nowadays, that's why we're using CGI for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, I'm glad that they don't have like pets or like animals in movies like they used to. Because why do we need to be making dogs into movie stars? We don't need that. They can't reap the benefits of fame.
It just makes me so sad, you know? Like puppies strictly bred for the production of a film, and they can't even take care of them.
Yeah.
Can't even take care of them.
Can't even give them a life, a home, love.
And so I think Air Bud, I'm assuming, I don't know, I hadn't read anything negative about that one, but I think those were older dogs. I'm pretty sure Air Bud was an adult golden retriever.
Yeah.
But
Snow Buddies. I remember I saw Snow Buddies.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did it feel menacing? You're like, okay, something
there was
unnatural happened here?
Yeah, there was sort of a dark undertone to the film. Like you watch these dogs learn how to run these snow sleds or whatever happened in that movie. I can't remember. It was so long ago. But yeah, there was just a darkness there. You could see it on the puppies' faces.
Just makes me sad, man. I love puppies. I don't know if there's anything better in this world than a puppy.
Yeah, we should take all Airbuds, Snow Buddies. Take them all off streaming. We're done with it. No more. No more harm to puppies.
Also, any movie that like prominently features a dog, like a dog is like the lead or like the central focal point of the plot, it's gonna be sad. That dog's gonna die.
And those movies just always suck. I can't name one movie with a dog in it as like a main character that is good. Can't think of one.
I didn't see it, but there was that Harrison Ford one where it's like, oh god, you're retire. You know, you should be done.
He did a movie with a dog?
It was like a CGI dog, but yeah.
Was this recent?
Yeah,
like he's old?
Within the last few years. Yeah,
really?
100%. Yeah.
Why is he still taking roles like that? Just retire, man. Call it a day. He's like almost 80.
For the love of acting, I guess, but I would never star opposite.
Is it even art
CG
at that point?
Dog.
It's not even art anymore.
I mean, it is.
All right, now Harrison, you're going to take this dog on a road trip, and you guys are gonna have a lot of fun. Hijinks.
I think it's Call of the Wild. I think is the name.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it about?
Dog, old man, outdoors.
I'm guessing the old man is lonely. He doesn't like dogs. And then he meets this dog, and they become best friends. And it reminds him of like some tragic loss he had or something, and it gets really sad, and then the dog dies, so then his memories of those things die with it.
There's another movie coming out soon, I think. Again,
They need to stop.
A dog being, a main part of the film. I saw it on a trailer prior to seeing Dune. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was an actor. I'm like, you don't need this, man.
Yeah.
This isn't for you. We don't need this story told again.
Let's stick with like Secret Life of Pets. Low-key a banger. You can't tell me any different.
Saw it in theaters. Good movie.
Cats.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
You don't like cats? Not a big cats guy.
No. James Corden is a giant talking cat.
I didn't actually see it, so I don't know.
I didn't see it. I mean, I've seen snippets of all the worst parts of it. Some A-listers in that film that, should be out of work.
They thought it was going to be big, man. They thought it was going to be big.
Taylor Swift is a cat? No.
Oh, I forgot she's in it.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Idris Elba.
Oh,
is a
yeah.
cat? No. What are we doing, guys?
Next, they should do dogs.
I think I saw cats at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater when I was a child.
Really?
I didn't like it back then either.
Really?
I don't like it.
I don't know anything about it.
It's really unsettling.
It's just cats.
It's people dressed up as cats, and it's very unsettling.
And as someone who is very allergic,
Yeah.
I could never enjoy it.
It's very insensitive.
Yeah.
Truly.
I mean, I feel triggered by it.
The only other, bizarre thing I want to talk about, and this is relevant, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but ask yourselves, is Kate Middleton alive? That's all I'm going to say.
I haven't looked that much into that. I saw there was something with her like going to the hospital mysteriously or something.
No one's, people saying that she hasn't been seen in public for a while. And then the royal family released this picture of her with her kids, but it's like heavily edited to the point where, like these different news outlets, I don't know who issues it, but it's like a kill order where they're like, you pull the photo because we can't credibly, show this in social media and show this on our websites.
Whoa.
So, you never know.
Wait, so what is the theory here behind this? They think that the royal family like got rid of her, or
I
something happened to her and they're trying to cover it up?
There's definitely a conspiracy that like something has happened to her.
Yeah.
Whether she's alive it's unclear. And I'm like not really a conspiracy theorist. I normally kind of look down upon that kind of, like crazy ass, tinfoil hat thinking. But like the picture is like unquestionably edited.
Yeah.
And then I was seeing today that the face, because it's like her surrounded by her kids, and like the face she's making is apparently, from what I'm seeing, and again this is very tinfoil hatty, but there's like another picture that she had taken, a while back where it's like it's the exact same face, the exact same facial expressions, the exact same, like it's really hard to make the same face twice, back to back.
Yeah.
So it's clearly an edited photo.
I'm wondering
why, it's unclear, but
I'm wondering if like the royal family, because they're so old and like traditional, if it's like something to do with like a serious like mental health issue that they just don't want to deal with or talk about. So maybe they're covering it up and trying to sweep it under the rug and
Certainly possible.
not acknowledge it in any way, which is awful.
Just goes to show that monarchies in 2024 are weird. I don't like them.
It is strange.
Not very necessary.
What do? They don't do anything. Yeah, I hope Kate Middleton's doing okay.
Yeah, hope she's alive.
Hope she's alive and
She's
well.
probably alive.
Hope you'd think that. I mean, if she died, why would they cover that up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why wouldn't they just come out and say it?
I mean, it's not like the royal family's ever, potentially been involved in the death of a public figure within the family. So
They definitely have, and they've got some. They got some dirt. They got some skeletons in their closet.
damn
I would
right.
love for that to come out.
Tell me, how did Queen Elizabeth die? Figure that one out.
What? Oh,
No one really
She was
knows.
old.
No one really knows.
wasn't she just old?
No one quite knows.
She probably died the way I want to, in a comfy bed,
With
drugged up
with a scepter
with this.
and a crown.
Yeah, I mean, coming back to that,
Probably in a bathtub filled with gold coins.
I mean, if I could die with a scepter, that would be nice. Could you write that down? Like, if you're there on my deathbed, just make sure
Scepter.
a scepter is there.
Full
Even if I'm
nude.
too weak to hold it, just kind of set it in my hand, in my palm.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to die like that, like a king.
You got it.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, we're out of time.
Oh, okay.
Much like Queen Elizabeth, our podcast has expired. But unlike Queen Elizabeth, we'll be back next week.
Woo! That is right.
Is that too dark?
No. Thank you for listening, guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Just make sure that those people that you love in your life, that you spend time with them, you appreciate them. But don't send them a text because it's a little weird. Don't be too emotional.